Hi, I'm Anna Wilding. I'm surprised how many people have written to me and asked me to comment on the coronavirus and the pandemic that we find ourselves faced with. This is because, of course, I have been involved in crisis management and have dealt with earthquakes that have been extremely severe in nature and also hurricanes. One of the distinguishing things about this and the impact of this is, of course, the isolation and the self-isolation. And I think that's one of the hardest things for people to deal with. In an earthquake or hurricane, you are surrounded and buoyed by the community. The community plays a very, very active part in getting through and survival. But the community can still play an active part here. We have telephones, we have the computer. For example, a lot of people have been put out of work very, very quickly by the virus. I, for one, came to town 2 weeks ago back in Los Angeles after 6 months, hoping to plow headlong into work and new projects and new gigs. For me, that is now not possible. I am not alone. There are thousands of film workers and artists who are suddenly without an income or recourse to any federal assistance programs. So I advise you to reach out to those people. Look on Patreon, look at all these different sites and see how you can help some of those who are the biggest communicators and the lifeblood of our communities. We want to thank all the paramedics, the doctors, the nurses, and everyone who's helping out. Check on your neighbors, check on your loved ones. Don't go out to restaurants unless you really, really have to, unless it's a positive reason, catching up with an elderly person, who I would advise not to be in a restaurant in the first place. Just keep contact to an absolute bare minimum. We will get through this, but remember, we all have to contribute. Being part of the community is making sure that we all stay home, that we all self-isolate. We want to bring that curve down. We want to flatten the curve. We want to make the impact of this virus as minimum as possible. Now, the virus is a horrible virus to catch. Some people are downplaying it, but the reality is it can very easily hospitalize you. There are severe lung infections. It's not pretty. We don't have all the medical equipment to deal with it as yet. We will. So please keep your immune systems up and just really, really, really just make those calls. Call people, get on Facebook, get on Twitter, whatever it is, and try and contribute in a real way to everyone who may really be feeling isolated and suffering right now. It's not easy. We're going to draw on each other's strengths. Maybe meet your friends once a week in a space that has a huge space, for example, like a hotel lobby or a park. Go hiking with your friends. Don't let it control your life. Be there for others, but still self-isolate as much as possible. I love you all. God bless, Buddha bless, everyone bless, and let's just get through this together and support one another through it. Thank you. I'm Anna Wilding.